Hello everyone, it's Garrett Stewart with Keller Williams Group 1 here in Reno, Nevada, and it is that time of the month again where we're going to take a look at numbers for the previous month here in the Reno-Sparks and Northern Nevada area and see what's going on in the real estate world. So let's dive in and take a look. All right, so some interesting stuff happening right now, and I think part of this might have some effect because of everything that happened with COVID-19. You can see here we did drop a little bit on median home price. That might be good news for some people out there. A little bit more discussion about that and its effects later on, but you can see we did have that drop happen. Comparing it to over a 13-month period, you can see normally this time of year we are continuing to trend upward where we didn't. So because house sales normally happen about 30, 45, maybe 60 days later after that purchase, you can see that that's, if you go back 60 days from the end of May, where does that put us? That puts us in March, maybe April, somewhere in there for the 30, 45, maybe 60 days. So interesting things there going on, and my guess is this has to do with COVID-19 and its effects right then. So we did see the market really slow down right at first, but we're seeing things ramp up, and we're going to go over that shortly. One of the signs that you can see that we're ramping up is, look, we are still going amazing. Average days to contract, only 39 days. So homes are still selling relatively fast. Compared to last May, it was 37 months or 39 months. So we are a very fast-paced market still right now, and homes are selling really quick. If you look at it in terms of by price range, you can see if your home is priced between $200,000 and $750,000, the odds are for you that you probably get your home sold within a month. Now, will that happen? Odds say yes. Some homes are selling in actually less than a week. Some are getting full price offers same day. So we are still seeing a very competitive market because our inventory is really low. I'll show you that shortly. But because of this competitiveness in the market, we're seeing homes still sell really quickly. Talking about inventory, you can see here in those gray bars, we went from 926 homes on the market to 836 homes. So we did see a decent drop off. Good news is we did have some more new homes come on the market. We're seeing new homes continue to come into the market, just not enough. You can see our sales went up as well. So good news there. The market is picking back up. Now, we've discussed before, this is the month supply of inventory. This is how we, if someone asks if it's a buyer's or seller's market, what does that mean? Well, this still shows we're still in very much a seller's market. We're shooting for that 5 to 7 month range to be considered in a neutral market, and above 7 months to be in a buyer's market. Now, you can see we're at 2.1 months of inventory. So we did drop in a month's supply of inventory. Just meaning if no more homes came on the market as of today, it would take 2.1 months for all the homes to sell. So that with the current demand rate. So homes are still selling really quickly. And if you can see in this picture, you can see just how many price ranges are still in a seller's market. You can see, first of all, $100,000 to $200,000 range. I think only one home sold last month in that price range. And normally those ones are a little bit more of a more work, cash only type price range. So, but looking at the other homes available up until $600,000, we're very low. Once you get into the $600,000 and $750,000, we finally get into a balanced market, and we're starting to ramp up on those higher end homes. We're getting a little bit more of inventory available. So we really are just lacking that sub $600,000 price range. We're really lacking inventory. So we have been seeing those 600, 700, 800 million plus dollar homes. We're seeing that inventory build back up. We just need to hopefully see that start to happen in those lower price ranges again soon. Now, this was the most fascinating graph that I could find, or that's going to be in this, I think. And this is new contracts by month. And what's so fascinating about this is you see, look what we did for May, 635 new contracts. So what does that mean? That means in the month of May, we wrote 635 offers on homes in just the Reno-Sparks area on single family homes. So this isn't even including condos or townhomes. And look at that compared to all of the other months in the past. It's almost the highest we've had in the last 13 months, excluding April of last year. So wow, I thought that was a phenomenal graph, and that just goes to show that May, I think people were ready to move. That spring fever was kind of backlogged because of COVID, and now, as everyone knows, we started to open back up in May, and because of that, I think we just saw a big burst of people getting into homes, making offers, and that's why our inventory dropped for the month of May. Now this was really interesting too, because you can see this is on a national level. I always try to throw in a little bit of national information in here. We always track the month supply of inventory on a nationwide level. You can see we jumped up from 3.4 months to 4.1 months supply of inventory. Now, you can see that that 4.1 is for April. It always lags a month just because it takes so long to gather all of the state's information and aggregate them together. And because of that, we are a month behind. So my guess is we're going to see that drop again in May, is my theory. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's very interesting, seeing that jump up back into the fours. All right, so we are going to head to Reno now and look specifically at single family homes in Reno, Nevada. $400,000 median home price. That was a 8% drop actually. So that is where we saw most of that median home price for the Reno-Sparks area. It came from Reno actually, is the reasoning for that. But we did see those units sold go up, and so did new listings. So new listings was up over 13.5%. So that's awesome. We're getting more new listings. Inventory still dropped though, even with those new listings. So we're going to continue to watch that, and hopefully we'll get some build that inventory back up for June. Taking a look at Sparks, stayed about the same, $385,000 or so. And with that price range, we had 117 units sell, was a drop. New listings dropped as well. And that meant that inventory in Sparks dropped almost 20%. So we definitely need some more homes out there. So if you're looking at selling, it's an incredible opportunity to get your home on the market right now. All right, heading out east of Fernley, $272,500. We did see that drop just slightly, but not very much. Units sold, we had 31 homes sell in Fernley, which actually was almost a 30% drop of units sold. Again, I think part of that factor could be because of COVID, but we'll see. No exact reasoning for that to know, but my guess is part of it had to do with COVID. New listings though, we did see that one jump up 34%, so I think that's a little bit of a backlog, like I said, but we still had a 30%, almost 30% drop in inventory there. So need some new homes, some more homes on the market, that's for sure. All right, so we're gonna head down to Carson City now. And down in Carson City, you can see $370,000 price range, 11% up. Wow, so we did see that one jump up a little bit. Units sold, down 30%. New listings, now this one was really interesting. Almost 62% up. Wow, that's a big jump in new listings. So that's great news for Carson City that they're getting it. What's crazy is inventory still dropped. So very interesting numbers going on there. And so hopefully we're going to see these new listings come back up. I think that new listing jump was a little high in terms of percentage. It was really low for the month of April. So my guess is that it was just more of that was the reasoning behind it. I wouldn't spend too much time thinking, holy smokes, 62% increase of new listings. Well, look at the numbers, only 68 homes on the market or came on the market, and that was a 62% jump. So obviously we had a lower number for April, and it just jumped up a little bit more significantly because of that. All right, back to Reno-Sparks. So this is for Reno-Sparks condos and townhomes, something a little bit more affordable out there. You always still got to watch that HOA, but you know, having those shared walls can sometimes make things a little bit more cost effective. And right now, for some people, that's a great opportunity to get into a home. $270,000 price range, which is actually a significant jump, 17% jump in median home price. So very interesting jump there. I thought that was compared to, since the median home price for Reno-Sparks for single family homes did drop. I found it interesting that we went up 17% for condo townhomes. Units sold down 6%. New listings had a big jump though, 46%, so that's great news. Definitely need those. We're seeing more and more townhome developments start to get built, so that's great news. If you have questions about townhomes and purchasing maybe even a brand new townhome or even a resale, let me know. At the end of this video, I'll have all my contact information, or in the description box below, it has all my contact info as well. Ask me about these new build townhomes. Actually, I live in a new build townhome myself here in South Reno, and I love it. So if you're looking for something maybe a little bit more affordable, that may be an option for you. Active inventory was up 8% though, so that's good news. That inventory is building back up for condo townhomes. All right, I promised you for the next few months we're going to be talking about COVID-19 and real estate and how it's affecting it. So we did get some new reports back of how homes are going to be appreciating for the rest of the year and the continuing years, because just if this even stopped today, COVID-19 disappeared as of today or tomorrow, we're still going to see the effects for a while. If you watched my forecast video at the beginning of the year, you would have seen a similar chart like this where it went over the forecast. So these numbers did drop. If you go back and look at those numbers and compare it, these forecasted numbers did drop. We actually have the home price expectation survey forecasted. We might actually drop appreciation, and we might go negative to 0.32%. So we'll see what happens there, but everything else is forecasting for 2020, all these big players, positive numbers. It might not be as big as we originally thought, but homes are forecasted to go up in most cases. And in 2021, all of them are forecasting some appreciation, which is great news. And even the ones that are forecasting all the way out to 2022, good news. They're all going up as well. So my theory here on Reno and Sparks, and just Nevada in general, to be honest, is I think we're going to see a bigger rebound than these numbers here. That's my prediction. We're seeing so many of these businesses decide to let people work remotely forever. They don't have plans to bring employees back to work if they don't want to. And because of that, they don't have to stay in California, pay those Bay Area prices if it's a Bay Area based company. Maybe they want to avoid the state income tax, relocate to Reno where they're still close to the Bay Area if they need to fly there or drive there for work. It's a quick 1-hour flight, and or anywhere in California in general. We were anticipating an increase because of all the forest fires and brownouts from last year, and that was already going to be forecasted to increase people coming into the Reno-Sparks area. Well, I think this is going to be another player into it as well. I think we're going to see a big rebound because of this, and I think these appreciation levels, while they're on a national scale, I think we're going to be higher than this for the area. So if you are thinking about getting into a home, now may be the time to make the move before these numbers start to climb back up. And as always, I always make sure to cover the mortgage rate projections. And these are pretty decent price or projection drops since last month. We are seeing very low threes. Look at 2021 first quarter, might even be almost at 3%. That's crazy. Now don't count on these numbers. Don't see those numbers and say, hey, I'm going to wait till beginning of 2021 to buy a house when the rates are going to be cheaper, because we don't know. These are projections. Something could happen tomorrow and we could see rates skyrocket. So don't put too much weight on this, but it's a good indication that right now for the foreseeable future, rates are going to stay low. And because these rates are going to stay low, is a great opportunity to get into a home. So if you have been thinking about buying a home, now is a great opportunity to get into one before we start to see prices kick back up and start to gain equity, which you can do and take advantage of these low interest rates. And even if you already own a home, let's get your home sold, because we need the inventory, and help you get into a new one, and before these prices start to go back up. So if you have any questions about that, my info's right here. Reach out to me. I'll answer any questions you have about the real estate market here in Reno-Sparks, Northern Nevada. And I want to be a resource for you. I study the market daily, and I want to be your real estate agent. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions, again, my information's in the box below or in the description box. And then if you want to watch any of my other videos, you can watch videos over here, subscribe down here, and I'd love to see you any way I can with helping you with real estate, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest today, tomorrow, a year from now. Let's get connected and see how I can help you. Thanks. Have a great month.